The Satyr is a specialized protomech designed for deep reconnaissance and infiltration missions. A fast and agile unit with significant firepower for so small a machine. In addition to its formidable speed, the Satyr features an small laser and the newly developed light active probe. With no need to resupply ammo, the Satyr's main mission is deep penetration reconnaissance. Developed in 3060, it was initially created to serve Clan Novacat, although it later found its way into the arsenals of other clans. This highly mobile and agile protomech offers a unique combination of speed, stealth and firepower, making it well suited for its intended mission. Clan Novacat conceived the Satyr ProtoMech program, but faced logistical challenges in its early stages due to limited resources and the need for specially trained aerospace pilots to operate the unit. After leaving the clan homeworlds, the Novacats were lacking in the facilities to maintain full production. While it would be possible to create new factories on their new home in the Draconis Combine's Iris prefecture, Khan Senton West believed it a waste of the clan's resources. Because protomech pilots came exclusively from the aerospace phenotype and required major surgery to implant the necessary enhanced imaging tattoos, the Novacats loathed to strip their already depleted aerospace units to pilot these special ground vehicles. Combat loss and time whittled down the surviving protomechs to barely a trinary. The Satyr ProtoMech was originally designed for deep raiding and reconnaissance. Its strengths lie in its speed and electronic detection capabilities. However, it offers only slightly better protection than other protomechs like the Harpy or Siren, making its best defense to remain hidden from enemy units. As mentioned, the Satyr is equipped with an small laser, allowing it to inflict moderate damage on nearby enemy units, while keeping the logistics simple. It carries a light active probe in its torso to detect hidden enemies. The Satyr's fusion engine enables it to reach a cruising speed of 76 km per hour. The Novacats used the Satyr primarily for insertion and reconnaissance missions, often conducting raids along their shared border with Clan Ghostbear. However, the clan did not view the ProtoMech program as a viable long-term strategy and relied on volunteer pilots, who were often older aerospace cadets or injured warriors. Satyrs are relatively rare among Novacat forces due to the scarcity of available aerospace volunteers. The few that remain are mainly used to provide heavy support for the clan's battle armor units. One point of Satyrs tends to work with 2 points of battle armor, usually voids or rabbits, often scouting out in front of the armored infantry to seek out the opposition. Once noted, the Satyrs then engage, using their mobility to slowly maneuver the battle to where their point mates can stage an ambush or a flanking assault. The tactics work well among urban and mountainous battlefields, but tend to fall apart in more open terrain. While achieving some moderate success in a few raids across the Dominion border, the Satyrs are faced with the inevitable attrition of pilots. The clan has found maintaining even the few protomech suits it has an expensive proposition. The Draconis Combine approached the clan with offers of a scientific partnership to develop a new phenotype, or at the very least, a specialized warrior program to operate the suits. This offer is a blatant attempt by the Combine to acquire protomech technology, though clan scientists continue to insist that the exceptionally invasive EI surgery is necessary and would kill a normal spheroid, or at the least, drive him or her completely insane. The Combine refuses to back down, however, and it is possible that they will acquire some of the sought-after information. Several variants of the Satyr exist, each tailored for a specific combat role. the Satyr 2 3062. This variant was created to increase the mobility of a ProtoMech. It features increased armor and jump jets, but reduces the armament to a single micropulse laser in the torso. Satyr 3 3065. The Satyr 3 retains the original armor protection while adding jump jets. It uses a Streak SRM-2 launcher in its torso. Satyr 4 3074. This variant comes with a light TAG for target designation and a torso-mounted AP Gauss rifle with enough ammunition for full 20 shots. The armor was also increased slightly. The intended aim was to improve the reconnaissance and spotter role of the original ProtoMech, but it is also able to take on both conventional and mech forces. The Satyr XP. Fighting the noble Word of Blake forces, the Novacats suffered significant personal and material losses. So they sought to repurpose their few remaining Satyr ProtoMechs into a more combat-capable role to support their battle armor formations. In the mid-3070s, the Satyrs were taken offline for extensive modifications. Novacat technicians at Erie's Delta Refit Center, with a board support of Clan Diamond Shark, incorporated 9 experimental jump jets to enhance the Satyr's mobility. The engine was downgraded to a slightly smaller model that allowed the inclusion of a SRM-2 with 10 reloads. The slower speed, 97 km per hour, was balanced by the additional mobility provided by increased jump thrusts. Though now reliant on ammunition, the Satyr gained not only the increased jump thrust, but also the ability to engage infantry and armor targets effectively. The armor protection remains the same, but the different manufacturers result in a very different look from the original Satyr.